You guys, I used to be in a really toxic relationship with my ex. Long story short, I got married. I'm really happy with my husband. He treats me really, really, really good. And sometimes when I do things that I'm not supposed to, I'm always like, aren't you supposed to beat me?
Wait, say that again?
My boyfriend went on your Instagram and called you pretty, so, like, I really don't want you to be in my life anymore.
Because he called me pretty?
And you're not that pretty, to be honest.
You just sound insecure. So you don't want to be friends because your boyfriend thinks I'm pretty?
Yeah.
But you would be friends if he thought I was ugly?
Yeah.
Well, what does that say about you?
Let's hang on that for a moment. You know, she checkmated her there. She said, you don't want to be friends because he finds me pretty, but you would be friends if I was ugly. And listen to her, she's like, yeah. Just listen to this.
So you don't want to be friends because your boyfriend thinks I'm pretty?
Yeah.
But you would be friends if he thought I was ugly?
Yeah.
Well, what does that say?
Yeah. Wow. So much to unpack there. But look, women are far more adept at understanding the nuances in social situations, and one of those nuances is contrast. Let me tell you something. You see all those posts that you see on TikTok of massively fat, obese women posting their flubbery bellies wobbling, jiggling everywhere and all the rest of it, yeah? And you see in the comments, there's like thousands of comments of, you look beautiful, you go girl. Let me tell you something. You know why women write those comments? Because that fat whale has made those girls watching, she has made them feel better about themselves, because they look at her and think, oh, well, I'm not really that out of shape then. And to reward her for not making these other girls feel inferior, which is what happens when very slim, in shape girls post online, you'll see they get a lot of hate. And I'm going to get to that in a second. To reward this fat whale for having not made the rest of these girls inferior, they empower her and say, you look so amazing, you look so beautiful. Please continue to be fat and looking like a whale, because that's one less woman I have to worry about competing against. That's what's being communicated. That's the reality. Equally, you'll see videos or posts or whatever the case may be of very slim or in shape fit girls, physically fit girls. And there will be a ton of hate there. Oh my God, you're so skinny. Nasty. Oh, you bitch. Oh, you just on and on and on and on and on. Why? Because now that girl who's really in shape shines a bright contrast on the majority of other girls who are not in shape like that. And they now feel inferior as a result. You will be punished for your blessings. Remember that. He who is blessed is envied. This hadith of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Do not mistake or think or make the mistake of thinking that people are happy for your blessings. Maybe a tiny minority are. The vast majority are not, because your blessings shine a bright contrast on their lack thereof. In this instance here, why did this girl say, yeah, if you are ugly, I'd be your friend? Yeah, obviously. Because the ugly girls make the average looking girls look amazing by contrast. In contrast. I've even read in books that if you're going to go to a date or a dating event, as a guy this is, take a really short friend with you or a really unattractive friend with you. Why? Because even if you're average height, by contrast, his unattractive looks or his lack of height will make you look taller or make you look better. Just by virtue of contrast. Human beings are wired this way. You can't know what's a good deal or what a good deal is until you know what a bad deal is. You won't know it. So this girl here is acutely aware. And I have even made this point to my own girls. They're both attractive girls. One of them is very attractive, but she's not just very attractive. She's also very talented. So she's very talented. She's very attractive. She's artistic. She can sing. She can dance. On and on and on. And I said to her, never make the mistake of thinking that your girlfriends or your lady friends are impressed by your talents, your skills, and your God-given gifts. And go out of your way to dull your brilliant colors when you are in a social setting with other women. Why? Because women will ostracize you if they feel that you are stealing the what? The limelight. And what's the limelight? Attention. The currency of girl world, as Roller would put it. The number one currency, attention. That very beautiful, attractive, talented, artistic, so on and so on and so on woman is simply sucking the attention away from all the other women who are most probably average in all of those different regards. Most people are average, okay? So I said to her, never make the mistake of thinking women in particular, are impressed by this. They hate you for it. If you display those talents, those skills, and those God-given gifts too brilliantly, they will despise you for it. So go out of your way to dampen your brilliant colors.
What about you? You're a terrible friend.
And you're ugly and fat.
I don't know what to say, bruv. Best friends until you're not. Best friends until they're not. It's blood sport. It's absolute blood sport. And it's interesting that the way women criticize each other is through their looks. We shouldn't just be valued based upon our looks. But you'll never hear a woman cuss another woman and say, oh, you broke bitch. You're broke. No. First thing she'll say is, you're ugly bitch. You're fat bitch. Why? Because they know on some level of consciousness that this is what men look for primarily. Beauty and looks. Or at least looking in shape. And by beauty, I'm not saying you have to be a supermodel, but that's something nice to look at. It's the first thing that they use to insult each other. And equally, men, how do they insult each other? Oh, he's broke, or he's a deadbeat. Deadbeat. Where did that term come from?
What? Do you hear yourself?
You try to sing, but it sounds horrible. You're horrible at singing, too.
That's why your boyfriend slid into my DMs.
Oh, I wish the conversation continued. Ouch.
Check. Okay. So basically I sent her a picture of my prom dress and I said, I think I finally got my prom dress. And she was like, really? What color? I was like, the green one. She was like, oh, oof, why that one? It makes you look a little chubby. I said, I really like it. I already bought it. Then after, she was like, ew, why? Green is my color. You know this. I was like, but I already got this one. She was like, green doesn't even compliment your skin tone. I'm going to wear green anyways and look better than you too. And I was like, okay, it's not that serious. And she's like, if it's not that serious, then you shouldn't care that your boyfriend thinks I look better in green too. That's where I was like, oh, nah, you didn't, honey. And I went off.
But the point is, you know that I like him, so why would you text him back?
Because I didn't want to be rude and ignore him. He texted me, so I texted him back, and it's not like I was flirting with him.
Well, still, now he's going to start talking to you, and I won't get a chance, even though I'm obviously the prettier one.
I'm obviously the prettier one. Not I'm obviously the more intelligent one. Not I'm obviously the more internally valuable one. I'm obviously what they know. They weren't even taught. You're not even taught this. It's subconscious. It's right there in the back of your hindbrain. You just know it. You just know it. Yes, prettiness, important. Need to look good. Because I'm prettier.
Excuse me?
I said I'm prettier than you, so we should want me and not you.
Are you serious right now?
I said what I said.
Are you even, like, hearing the words that are coming out of your mouth right now? I literally wasn't even talking to him like that.
Maybe he's talking to you because of how short your dress was at homecoming.
What does homecoming have to do with this?
Your dress was short, your ass was hanging out, so it took away the attention from your face.
Oof, low blow. But the bottom line here is it took away attention, not just from her face, which is the point she's trying to make, but it took attention away from this girl, this other girl who's on the phone. And that's what's peed her off the most. And women do this, by the way, and this is why it's futile, useless, pointless, arguing with a woman. Women, they digress to an extremely childish state when they get into an argument, especially once her emotions are riled up. It's like arguing with a child. You're arguing with the child. That's why it's a pointless exercise. There is no point. And also, the front that she presents you, or the argument that she presents you, is not what's really bothering her. Actually, it's a connected event from the past, or maybe multiple connected events from the past, that's really bothering her, as you could see in this example here. She's bringing up something from months ago, of homecoming or whatever it was. And that bothered her all the way from back then. And now she's connecting it to now. In this instance, you got to see it. She actually said it. But what if she hadn't said it? Then you would have been stuck on this point here, on dealing with this specific thing, when actually she's thinking about something else completely. Arguing with women is a pointless exercise. It's like arguing with children. Don't bother.
You guys, I used to be in a really toxic relationship with my ex. Long story short, I got married. I'm really happy with my husband. He treats me really, really, really good. And sometimes when I do things that I'm not supposed to, I'm always like, aren't you supposed to beat me?
Since everyone's posting about...
Oh my God! Alpha Widow. Alpha Widow. Aren't you supposed to beat me? Oh my days. These women secretly love being checked. I'm not saying you got to beat them. But you've got to check them. You've got to put them in their place. You've got to straighten out the child. The child needs telling off every now and again. You need to check her. She needs to be put in her place. And some women actually crave it. They literally crave it. And some women need it more than others. It's a spectrum. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Some women don't respond as well to the foot in the throat approach. Other women, it's the only way that they can stay on the straight and narrow. Foot in the throat. And if necessary, right down into the stomach. Metaphorically, of course.
Hear what you said.
Okay, I said, I just don't get why were you on the phone with my fucking boyfriend?
Because we were in Spanish together and we were studying.
No, but you were on the phone with him for an hour.
It was like from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. It was a schedule. That's why it was after school.
I don't give a shit. You had like... You could have just fucking studied with...
Let me just point something out here. Why do you think these girls are taking these videos in the first place? Why do you think girls like this that you can see on the screen right now are going out of their way to video these phone calls of other girls pulling them up or checking them on why are you talking to my boyfriend? Why are they recording this? Surely you would think that this is actually something to be embarrassed about, that you're being accused of cheating with another guy. Why do you think they're recording this? Why do you think? I'll tell you. Because they feel that it adds credibility and value and desire to themselves. They are desired. Or someone at least thinks, in this instance, the girl on the phone, she thinks that this girl is getting attention from this guy. And therefore, this girl now becomes more desirable in the eyes of others. Social proof. Women think that we operate on the same way that they do. Women are attracted to men whom other women are attracted to. So by doing this, she's able to publicize to the world, look everyone, look how many guys are interested in me. I'm innocent, I didn't do anything, but he's actually interested in me. Isn't that great? And that's not how men think at all. We don't need social proof of loads of other guys liking you or finding you desirable, and therefore we want to be with you. No. If you look good, you look good. If you're nice to be around, you're nice to be around. And if you're not, you're not. This is the bottom line. We don't think in the same way. But I just wanted to point that out to you because that's what's going on.
Toxic ex-friends. I sent her a picture of me going hiking and I said, can you filter this? And she said, are you posting? Tomorrow, right? It's too late now. That's the issue here. What? I don't think that's the issue here. And I don't know, you just look like you gained a few pounds. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to look out for you. Really? I actually lost 14 pounds. Should I edit? Maybe lose 10 more. Editing won't help you, honey.
Wow.
Really? I thought I looked good. Sorry to the barrier of bad news, but you don't look like the best version of yourself. Now, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Plus, I don't like confrontation, so I just said, okay, thanks, LOL. You're welcome. No problem anytime.
That's jealousy 101. Once again, she made the other girl feel inferior. She's in shape. She feels like she's looking good or whatever. The other girl felt inferior as a result. What do? Attack. I hope you found that beneficial. I try to blend the entertainment side of the internet with the educational, because I know that's the only way I'll be able to get the message across effectively to you. So if you find or come across any other interesting videos or content that you feel would warrant a reaction and whereby you could learn something from it, dig in peeling back the onion layers and going into the details, feel free to hit me up either on Instagram or on my email. All the links are in the description. Instagram is at theMahdi Tijani. You can find it in the description. Don't forget to like the video on your way out if you found value in the video, and share it with a friend. If you benefited from this, I am sure you have one friend who would also benefit from it as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel on your way out if you haven't already. Jazakumullah khair.